want it to. All right, I'm pretty sure it's live. I can't ever tell until it jumps back to the screen. This is setting up YouTube live. So I don't know. Okay, done. Directing you to YouTube. Okay, good morning. I am higher vibrations, and so are you. And yeah, you heard me talking in the background. I'm here with Elsa. Surprise conversation. Um, it was kind of a surprise for me too, a little bit. So I figured I'd give all of you the benefit of that I got to have. Um, I it's so cool when things work out the way that they do. And I'm so honored and overjoyed to have this conversation with Elsa right now. So just go right into it. Welcome, Elsa. How are you today?
Mila. I'm okay. I did wake up with a brick neck. I call it the brick neck because it's like a block, literally. Um, yeah. So everything else was awake, but my neck was like, you're disassociated with head. Oh,
Say it again.
disassociate. Yeah, yeah. And you disassociate. It's the collar band. Oh my gosh. Sorry. This is
Okay.
what happens. You get the information right on the. They don't give you any lead time. It's just
Right.
straight there, and you go bang. Okay, so this is part of the collar band. This is the new Atlas energy coming in, and
Yeah.
it's like everyone's getting to work, but all the courier deliveries are out at the same time, so it's all stuck here. Hang on, we haven't got rid of the last delivery.
Right. We forgot to pull over the town over. We got to go back. That's actually how mail's been delivered lately, by the way, for me. Really.
Well, I knew it was big because Mila does this. Oh, by the way, I just wrote these notes down. I'll send them to you. And I see them and I go, it's scripture. That's what I got. It was scripture. And um, uh, the way her notes came through was just to read. That's what they said, to read. But it wasn't to read as in how we interpret to read. They said these notes are a tune. And I was like, oh, okay, here we go. And it's so funny because it's like I know that the rabbit hole's coming, so it literally pulls you through a tunnel like a reed,
Hmm.
like a flute, and you and
Ukokopelli.
yeah, like Coco Capelli. And so you get sucked down the flute and up the flute, like your spine. And you know how you have the little holes like a flute? Well, to me, they're the holy bucket of snakes, like Maddie described.
Mhm.
So occasionally you'll get to pop your head out and go, oh, there's the real world back. And then you get sucked back in and you got to, like, what's that word that they used to call me? Wackadoodle? You pop your head, you get sucked back in. So that's a mixture of how it feels. It feels a bit like wackadoodle, flute, and a reed to read the notes. And it's coming down my spine. It's kind of getting stuck around here.
Oh, that's the
Um,
same area that I'm finding, like right here.
yeah, yeah. Um, the it when I was a child, it was my ear, and now it's gone to jaw
Mm.
and ear. And I know I've got to keep a tight watch on my jaw, because then it affects my teeth. And I'm just sharing because it's embodiment. It really is. These notes, these messages, these codes, it's embodiment. Deal with it, little humans, and get over it and move on, or you're going to be stuck back with the old code, and the old code doesn't work with the new way.
Yeah, it
So,
doesn't.
yeah, read your script or your notes, do your homework, debrief it, talk about it, get on with it, go act. That's the yeah, and you don't get too emotional about it. Just move on, move on, move on. And this is what I heard that lovely, he's so lovely, that young man that you listen to about the solar flares. I've forgotten his name.
Stephen
He's very
Burns?
handsome. His brown hair.
Is it Stephen Burns?
Stefan, yeah, he's lovely. Anyway, he was like, "You got to keep moving. You can't expect all this stuff to come in and
Right.
sit there, because if you just sit there, you'll turn into literally pyramid blocks, and
Hmm.
it'll get stuck, and you'll have inflammation, and you'll have blockages,
Yeah.
and these people that we're listening to, Stefan, Mila, myself, others. Well, Dr. Joe is a doctor, but most people aren't specialists or certified,
Right.
but they all saying the same thing
Yeah.
about the ascension symptoms, aren't they, Mila?
Especially right now. Like I'm sure we probably should mention, you know, the kind of energy we've been having lately is pretty profound. I'm going to show the current KP index. This is called HP because it's a 30-minute interval. So every one of these bars is a 30-minute measurement of energy. And this one we got right here was the highest one, the 9.333. Rarely do we see it leave like the this six area and to get up this high. We many of us enjoyed northern lights in the south, which is, by the way, one of the very important aspects of these notes. And this is the notes that Elsa was talking about. I'm just going to show it because you have your little notes on it real quick because you put your thing there. This is the response that I get from Elsa from the notes. I just love how thorough, like when I see this, I get excited. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I looked at it and went, shall we do a show? Look at it. It's like, do me, pick me. It's like the kid at the front of the class going, I've got, I'm
Yeah.
like, look at the notes. They want to do a show.
How cute.
It's so cute. It's not just that. Mila will then pull up and you don't have to show these pictures, Mila, but she'll pull up a picture of something personal as well, and it will align with it, or it will help the message through more. And I go, how is this random picture from that many years ago relate to what she's just sent me now? And
I'll show it.
look, I don't know how it does, Mila, but it does, and it's lovely that you share it with me because it helps my. So then I go, really?
So this is
How do
my brother and my grandfather is what this picture is. And I
it is your
said,
brother? I knew it was your brother. Yeah.
yeah. And then this is my grandfather. It's my maternal grandfather. I always mix up those words. Anyway, this is my little brother, and he's the one that I was acknowledging the memorial of yesterday or the day before yesterday. And it came up in my stream, and they were both named the same name. But it's just fascinating because, like you were saying,
Hang on, hang on,
you
hang on. What? They're both named the same name.
yeah, they both are named David.
Okay. Yep.
And it
Okay.
was just that a side note, that's what I find so fascinating with the conversations in that I have with Elsa is I will feel like it's really like a side note that I'm like, oh yeah, and by the way, and then she's like,
Well, from my end, I'm like, okay, hold the table, write it down, because it comes through like quakes me because as many happenings and messages we get, it still amazes me. I guess maybe that's appreciation, Mila. Like it still amazes me, and whereas the rest of the family go, yeah, so like that's how it is. Like, but I'm going, don't you see how amazing it is? And
right.
maybe I'm meant to see it like that. So it's like a fashion sheet. I present it really pretty
Mm.
so that it's easier to digest and move
Palatable.
through. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I'm like, it's a miracle. Okay,
Well,
no, it's not. That's how it happened.
well, and it does always line up like this conversation. Now, by the way, just to add to another, by the way, um,
No, hang on, just let me put my hands down.
for for those in the audience, the reason the main topic we plan to discuss today is always what we have this main topic, but we will usually jump around as we do because there's so much code that comes out when we're talking. Um, this has to do with the blue kachina, red kachina, the two dancers, and the time that we're in now.
Hmm.
And what's super fascinating about it is, well, there's a lot of things that are fascinating about it. However, part of that prophecy says that we will find that the coming morning and the night the sky will be blood red. What's so significant about having the northern lights in the south is they were far enough south that the nation of the Hopi saw the northern lights because the Hopi are in the Four Corners area of America, which is the southeastern tip of Utah, the northeastern part of Arizona, the northwestern part of New Mexico, and the southwestern part of Colorado. That's what makes it the Four Corners, is there's four states that's a perfect symbol like this, just like the medicine wheel. And this is the Hopi Nation are the people, the Native Americans of this region, the indigenous of this region that never signed a treaty. They're the only ones. And they chose their land. They went here to this place to preserve it, to wait for this time, for right now. They were meant to be the fire keepers, the preservers, the keeper of knowledge to preserve it. You'll see a lot of really cool different things in this area. They have Kachina Mound. You've probably heard about Kachina dolls. Lately, we've been talking about how Kachina and Three Eye Atlas are the same in a lot of ways in the symbols that we found. And what's more is on March 25th, and we all knew March 25th was a really big deal. Like it was a big deal for me, and I've talked about it a lot. There's that was when they started to tell us about um, the reuniting of you and your long-term memory, which is causing the glowing of the hippocampus. And the hippocampus does actually look like a flute, like a conch flute. Um, and as that light expands, it releases everything that's been connected and stuck to our brain stem, as well as the barriers that have been in our pineal gland. That was the same day that the blue spiral was seen over London. That was the spiral, is what's written all over the canyons in Choctaw Canyon and stuff of the Hopi people. Go ahead. I could see you were getting ready to jump in.
So I just, this is, I scroll back to March, the date, March 25th. I've got grand gesture.
Yeah.
Yeah, grand gesture. And I got it. That one is from Archangel Michael. And then I've got dragon comet nearest to the sun. And it created a flare. And this is
Yes.
what's happening at the moment with Atlas. A lot of the flares are coming from the sun, but then there's the other ones that come from either a reflection of the sun or from Atlas or someone like Atlas or something else. It's coming from somewhere else. And people are like, oh, it's alien, it's this. And I'm like, well, what are you going to do? Like, whether it's alien or sun or planet or goblins, like, really, what? What are you going to do? You have to digest it, embody it, move on. You still got to do the dishes. You
Yeah.
still got.
Yeah.
It's just yeah. It's very interesting. It's like you got to absorb it and get over it and move on. Absorb it, move it, get on. And The comets do. They get over it
Mm-hmm.
and they move on. They don't sit there above the top and go, hmm.
Right.
They keep moving. They don't. None of the planets seem to stay there. I mean, they come in alignment, but they don't stay there. And this is what they've done to humans is they've made us so comfortable with staying here.
Yeah.
You have to stay here. You have to do it this way. You have to look at it this way. You have to school it this way. And that doesn't allow the new. And
Yeah.
the new comes every year. It's just that the Hopis, the Kachinas, the Egyptians, everyone knew, the Chinese, they all knew that this time was coming. They didn't know how, and they
Right.
didn't know, they weren't sure when.
Yeah.
Because they were still stuck in the old. They're still reciting what has been cited before, but you can't come at this like that. You've got to come at it with fresh eyes.
Yeah.
Trust
Yeah.
me, I know because of my blocked neck. I do last night last night I could feel the energies and I felt my ear. So I asked Gidja if she could help me with an ear candle. Ear candle is wax. It's a long piece of stick of wax. It's a reed, and and you light the top and it basically sucks everything out that's not meant to be in there. Anyway, rocks came out, like literal rocks.
Whoa.
I had two big ones and little ones, and so basically, if it's not hard embodied stuff here, it's in your spleen, it's in your heart, it's in your
Yeah.
lungs, it's in your joints. This is why we're feeling arthritis type symptoms and lower back or sciatica nerve, and then it was out. So now I'm ready to read the
Yeah.
new. Even this morning, my eyes feel, even though he is sore, I can actually see better today. But this is
Yeah.
my ear. So it's all,
That's
I know it's all connected. So if this is all connected, we're all connected to that. We're all connected to the scripts as well, the notes.
right. The
It
note.
can't
And
not be,
the
you
notes
know?
are musical.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I yesterday, I think we had yesterday down as a 9 and 9 a day. Can't
11/11
remember.
portal.
Oh no, the 7th was so the 7th was complete day we had. The 7th of November. It was like because we were going, remember Mila, we were going from we always know 1st of November.
Mhm.
We've been warned many times, Mila and
Mhm.
I. 1st of November, wakey wakey you two. So 1st of November to 11th of November, we knew it was all about the ones.
Yep. The days of ones. And they said it with a Z.
Meaning like Zorro with the whip.
Yeah.
Yeah, get ready because well, that's what it is. It's like the dragon tail, scorpion tail, which we're in scorpion, so it's like a, and
Right.
it stings you, but gives you a hop into it, like with the horse, if you, and the horse jumps up and goes, oh, wakes up and does a prettier trot sort of thing because it was
Yeah.
sort of trotting asleep, but now it's trotting awake.
Right.
Anyway,
Quite straighten its posture.
yeah, yeah, sit up straight. Yeah, that sort of thing. Anyway, so that was on the 7th, complete day, and then we've come into the 10 and the 11th, and it's like Atlas went, okay, not enough mucking around. So it was the 9th for us. It was the 9th, 10th, and 11th, I think, was the big flares.
Mm.
And I think what Stefan called it, it's like a pancake effect. And I was like, what? What? What's the... But then you can, like, if you visualize a pancake coming down and then they slap on another pancake
All
and
right. The layers.
all the um, maple syrup and butter comes out the sides. So it comes back to being like a flute. It's all holy black-coated snakes. That's how it feels in us. And then before you can get rid of all the butter and maple syrup, they throw another because
Right.
it's a stack. So now you got a stack of 3 pancakes to eat. Do you know how hard it is to eat 3 pancakes in one sitting? It
Right.
takes time. You can't,
It's
and
messy.
it's messy. You want to eat it because it tastes so good, but you can't eat it all. But you're gonna eat it anyway, even if you have to push it in your mouth. So, and it takes time to. That's what I felt when when he said pancake. I thought, oh, this is gonna be a lot to digest. It might take months to digest all this coming through.
Well, you know what? The end of this prophecy that explains that the end of it explains that right now, and I feel like the right now of it is only really seen for what it is. Like you said, you're in, you have fresh eyes and it's new information, kind of an idea. And we're seeing that, of course, this has been happening for a long time. Some people will cite it's been happening since 2020. Some will say it's been happening since the 80s, the 40s. It's been happening for a long time. However, this prophecy was waiting for a specific window, and the last thing that needed to happen started happening in March 25th, actually. And it's now showing us that we're here. Now we know we just passed that mile marker on the street that said, welcome, now entering the fifth world, right? So we have stuff to do to get to there. According to this, it's 7 years. There's 7 years of events now that we are looking forward to. There are 7 years of people learning to come more into their heart center, to 7 more years of what's already been happening to me, Elsa. It's really been freaking. I've talked to people about it. I even mentioned it in my live a few times. It's one of those things you're just like, should I even say that? People are freaking disappearing. Like literally in front of me. They're there. I'm watching them. I'm not like stalking somebody, but I'm out there. I'm just being peaceful in my garden. And then someone starts walking by. You notice that they're walking by. They'll flicker away. They'll just all the way appear. They'll just all the way appear. And then they come back again. After they've walked about a car length, there's no car there, by the way. There's an unobscured view of them. They go away and they come back. Started happening after I've had these experiences over and over again where I'm in like kind of a public situation or something. There's more people around and I'll scare people. I'll be standing in front of them, kind of, you know, they're looking right at me, it looks like. And then they freak out. They shudder like they're startled and they're like, "Oh, you scared me. I didn't see you there." How did you not see me there? I was right here. And it wasn't, they're not telling stories, they're not making things up. And the last part about this is I've been having this happen for a little bit where people are like talking to me or just, and this is again in this public store, out somewhere kind of situation. And I can hear them, but I don't think I'm supposed to. It's like they're mumbling to themselves. They'll almost whisper, "Are you real?" Like it's like they can't tell if I'm real or not. And it says it in this last part. It talks about it in this prophecy is that people will disappear. People will freaking appear and they'll disappear from our ability to see them because we're not in the same vibrational frequency. The way that worlds pile on top of worlds to make all the different multi-earths isn't how I'm going to show it, but this is the way to make it make sense. This little orb here is old Earth. This orb is new Earth. And we're here, somewhere in here. And so we're 3 worlds away, moving into this, and we'll be completing here by 7 years from now. The farther away you ripple, the the less ripple this one feels, right? Same over here. There's a charge in the water. You know there's a disturbance in the force because there's a bit of something, but there's not a real ripple, right? And that's what freaking happening right now. It's right now.
Well, so this 25th day, you keep bringing up the 25th of March, and the 25th of March is the Dracona comet that went past, but he's not expected till October, which is now.
Ha!
Yeah, and again, so they're doing their own thing up there. It's just like they're like, yeah, yeah. By the way, I'm literally going to come. By the way. By the way is a big thing for me, Mila, when you say it. It's like, look up, look out. What are you doing? Wake up. By the way is the whip, like Zorro,
All
on
right.
my butt. Just go, okay. Mila just said. So, it was a grand gesture of the Dracona, um, the dragon. And dragon is wanting us to awaken. Awaken your memory, awaken the core of you, awaken the spine of you, awaken the hills, awaken the trees. It's whale. Whale is to holler out. Holler out. It's read. It comes back to spine again. It's the core code of us. It's the blue code of us. The reason. So this is the other thing with Mila's notes. When you send it to me, it said blue kachina, red. Is it red kachina?
Yeah, that's right.
Because they had to compensate for the ones that could not see blue. So if you can't see blue, the sun looks red. You talk about this a lot with me over the years. You can go back and watch these last past interviews. The sunlight looks different. You always talk about it. The sunlight looks different. It looks cooler or ultraviolet. It's always been ultraviolet. Ultraviolet is infrared. They just change the names like dragon and
Yeah.
dinosaur. They just change them. You know how they go, you know what? Let's change the name so they don't get it. So, but so the blue kachina and red kachina, I feel it was like, the ones that can't see the blue kachina, we're still there. It doesn't matter. We're all one. And you just see it as red kachina. So we'll talk about that as well. And it was almost like a kindness, a friendship thing. It's okay because the fact that you can't see the blue, the way you are spinning or whoever you are or whatever you're doing is assisting me to see the blue. So if, see what I'm saying? So, people say to me, oh, my friends or my partner, they're not awakened yet and they don't see what's going on in the world, but that's their path. They're not meant to, and they're doing their role in it. See, if they saw or they were awakened, maybe they wouldn't be together or they wouldn't be friends or, that's every.
Yeah.
So even I love these indigenous tribes people. They understood. They were like, everyone's different. He sees it, he doesn't. It's okay. It's power of observation. Yeah,
Right.
and it was like, it doesn't look. There was no judgment, and it's a way to be, Mila.
It is.
And so when you read these notes, they're like, this will be happening and this will be happening, and you're going, how did they know?
Yeah.
Did they? Are we playing it out because we're coming back to the memory of it, or are we playing it out because it was a dream and now we're playing the dream out? Like they, ha, it doesn't matter,
Right.
but it's
Right.
amazing. Like if you want to bring up some of the notes, we can go through some of the, because
Yeah.
you know this story. You've been talking this story for a long time to me.
Yeah, this is actually pretty significant. I've been waiting for a lot of these things. Where is it? Here it is. Um, this so I'm actually I was just in the background of our conversation trying to find the exact name of the person. However, this prophecy that was spoken from 1972 is a prophecy that is known by the people of the Hopi Nation. And uh, two paths, Thomas Banyanka, Banyak, Yakya, Banyakya. I think I'm saying that wrong. So please excuse my. Um, I just wanted to give credit. Who was the elder of 1972? I believe the airing of that happened in uh, uh, um, it was either France or I think it was in France, or the Netherlands. Anyway, here's the notes. I'm going to share them up for you guys to be able to see it. And I just took these notes while I was listening, and some is exactly as it was said. Um, and then notes to myself are always in hand writing, so it just makes it easier for me to just take pictures of it with my phone and send it to Elsa. And so here are the notes. There were 7 pages or 6 pages, and then the last part here, the seventh. So, do you want me to zoom in at all, or?
Well, you can so when I see these notes, it doesn't look like that to me. It just looks like ants. It just looks like a bunch of ants on a page, and then the keyword pops out. The key
Right,
word, and they're quite specific. I put it in this order, and they said this is autumn. Autumn. You need to have it in this autumn.
mm,
Like, you have to have it in order. So to have it in order is a gift of ta. It's the order. It's not an order how we understand order, or it's not like placing an order. It is the way. It's
right,
just the way. Read it like this. And then they said the importance is the last page is 7, which is heaven. So when I read it, it's numerology, it's astrology, it's the Celts, it's Asians, it's Egyptians, it's happenings around, it's Mila's personal stuff, it's my personal stuff. And I just go, how is this possible? It's
yeah,
even, I mean, it's even some of the media in there. They speak of, the Bible in here. They speak of astrology, feng shui. I'm just going, what? What? But I don't get too caught up in any of it. I just go, okay, I'll just write it down. I'll write it down. If this helps me or Mila or someone in the audience, well, it's done what it's meant to do, right?
right.
Yeah. Twin stars cross over. Is the twin stars crossover is um, the this is going to get weird. The symbol of David.
That actually makes a little, yeah, look it, there it is.
The two Davids.
Oh my
I
goodness.
got goose pimples. I had goose pimples when you said it because I didn't realize.
Oh my, I
Wow.
didn't,
It's just wow. The the baby photo is the child wearing red overalls, and the elder David has both hands down. The overalls is overall. Ready overall. Are you getting this? It's
yeah,
just out there,
wow.
right? I know. Okay, so the two Davids, and then we go goes the passing of our that goes to the apocalypse or the 4 horsemen, and our first horse that crossed over was Red Eddie,
Mm.
and he's a melted spirit, and so the melted spirit is steam, which is a lot to do with what the comet is. Just
Yeah.
okay.
And they
Um,
say that it's the time of steam. Did you
yeah,
know that?
I know.
Because the first world ended and it was cleansed, and the reset happened with fire. The
Yeah,
second world was cleansed with ice and reset. The third world was cleansed with floods and reset. This world, it is steam and or fog.
Yeah, which is, we've been having fog. It's probably the reason we had fog this week again. And I was like, oh, here comes the fog again. It was a slightly different fog, so, but the fog is spirit, jinn. It's dense tar in the water energy, so you'll get a lot of ghost spirits. A lot of energy comes through in mist or dust. Some of our biggest encounters have been in mist type weather because
Yeah, I
they
noticed
can
that
they
too.
can they can conduct through it.
The movie The
So
Others figured that out too. They used the fog.
yeah, oh, they did, yeah. Well, a lot of the wimps or uh, the wind, the willow, what do they call them? Wimps of the willows, and they would appear in a lot of the Fae love mist, and so you have the Ozarks, the two marks happen.
Mm.
You and it happened there and here in the Ozarks. You remember the
Yeah,
mark, right? The eclipse, and then it
yeah,
happened here, and then the two suns rest home. The two suns rest home, or it can be rest ham, or it can be rest om.
right.
Um, this personally happened when I got the message in June before uh, we got it from our goose. We were gifted three goose ducks, and
Fun.
and we had to go to a pyramid hill to pick them up. And I was like, really? And it had tunnels underneath. And anyway, we got the message, two sons rest home. And I was like, oh, does this mean Jack's crossed over? Is he alive still? We didn't
Right, I
know.
remember that.
Yeah, and I was very upset because I missed his birthday and I was trying to get a video so that he would see it. So that was, I thought that maybe, even he said he didn't see them, but I know, I felt like energetically he was.
Mm.
Anyway, the caretakers that were looking, you know, they're weird caretakers, but sent me a message on 2 days after that video went out, so that it was showing me in a happening way that the two sons had rest home. And that
Wow.
gentleman sent me an email, so I knew, I kind of got the message that he was still alive. And that was in June, so he didn't return home till the following February. But um,
The
I'm just
magic that
saying,
happened.
this is embodying, like, this has really happened to all. These are not particularly stories that you want to share, but they're just so in your face, Mill.
Yeah.
I mean, I know this stuff. On the 1st of November is when Mila shifted. She was on a flight, and the
Yep.
flight. This is how we knew that the 1st of November was a thing. Was she was on flight and everything got flipped upside down while she was in air
Yeah.
with Maddie, shifting location.
I
And
was supposed to be flying over the Hopi Nation. Instead, I was heading to Cincinnati
yeah,
or
they went, no,
wherever,
let's take it the long
Indianapolis.
way. Like, she couldn't have gone any more. They said it was bad weather or something, but they made her go all the way around.
Yeah.
It was weird. It was so cute because Maddie got to be on the plane longer. It was
Yep.
like a massive adventure. But I knew when she touched down, when she finally got to Houston. It was Houston, right?
Yeah. And I
Yeah,
believe it was 11:11 when we landed, when the wheels of the
yeah,
airplane touched the ground.
yeah. I was like, Houston, she's landed. And I was like, we got work. I knew from then that we had like literally energetic works to do. I was like, you got work. You better put your gumboots on. You're going to have work to do. But it wasn't what I thought. And it was a lot of sharing with people around the world. Mila was doing the same and just getting on with it. It wasn't about making a big deal about it. It was just doing it and allowing a lot of spirit energy. I think that's how.
Yeah.
would you would describe it? It was just a lot of allowing a spirit all the time.
Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah. There was
S-
like you were saying, should we close this window so we can see each other more, or you want to
Yeah,
keep
yeah,
going?
I've got it open, so I can keep going through it if you want me to. So
Okay. I'm that person. I like to look at the
yeah, I
person.
want to look at you.
Um, is that what's been happening for a while is I've been thinking that I'm gonna have a party because Spirit's excited and are acting like the energy of a party. And so I'm like, woohoo, and I show up with my dips and chips, and then it turns out I'm working the whole time. You know what I mean? And it was the same kind of thing. There was some awesome stuff, but I also energetically, it was very, very taxing, to do these things. And just as these next little bit of things that we're all going to do is going to be like, we're going to be like this, where you have this filling up of energy. The days of ones is important to talk about because we're in that still. It's still 11, 1, 2. That's still three ones. You know, there's still the days of ones. And the days of ones, the completion window of that is beginning a new series of ones because next year, 2 plus 2 plus 6 is 10. In numerology, you add any double number, that's the days of ones again. That's a year of ones. It's the 1 year next year. And so January 1st will be 111. January 11th will be 111, whatever. You know.
Well, it's it's like it's all that now, and then so you had the year of the dragon, then the year of the little dragon, snake. As that was always those two. It was never, and now then you come to the year of the horse, and this is where horse has been a big, because you know that we're a horse family, and we always have been. And we were gifted a white horse called Windsor. My horse is the dark horse called Reba, which is the Royal Four, and Windsor is the castle.
And they come to you with names, don't they?
Yeah, we didn't name him.
Right. That's very significant to point out because if
Mm,
you were choosing it, you could have been designing your own story. But
yeah.
these were
No,
names
well,
that they already had.
yeah, well, the land that we live on, and look, I won't go into where we live and the town names and stuff, talks about our family in the name. It's weird. And I go, no, it doesn't. They go, yeah, it does. It talks about our
Yeah.
family. How is this possible? Even the maps have pictures in, and you go, well, you're making it into something. I go, whether I'm making it into something or not making it into something, you can't dismiss this. You can't dismiss
Right.
it. It's there. Yeah. Once you've seen it, you can't unsee it because we're not like
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah, that's weird that they can do that. I just never get over that, I don't think.
The unviewing, unviewing doesn't really work for humans
Yeah.
because you've sensed it.
Yeah.
And this is probably a
Integrate.
good way to work out whether something is AI or not. AI can unview things, humans cannot because it's
Right.
embodied. Yeah, because you've sensed it. Um, there was, they talk about the black eye ones on page 4. And the black eye ones are a few. Black eye ones are the innocent ones. So this goes into a lot of the dark stuff with the children. Then you have the other version. There's the black-eyed ones from up there. I think they're up there, or they could be. I don't know which way they're from. The black-eyed ones, they see with a clean slate. I guess that's what I'm gonna say,
Right.
so that they can see the light. And this is why a lot of black-eyed ones have come to Earth, outer worlders, because they see the light in us. A bit like Neff, she sees the light, the beauty within, and they see the light in us. They're like the Hopis. They're just going, are they there yet?
Mhm.
Are they there yet?
Like the
Are they
kids in the
gonna?
car. Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
Yeah. So I know that gets um, a lot of the ET specialists and space soldiers all wound up, but um, there's many versions of the black eye ones. It's not
Yeah.
just one version. Um, Even the black eye ones that are classed as the evil ones, that's a rebirthing in them. They're having a shutdown. Yeah, it just depends on what stage the black eye is at. Then there's a letter. I'm just going to have a look at it because it's got a box around it. Can you see that word? I can't see what it is. Can't make it bigger.
It's on page 5.
Hang
I have my notes in front of me, so
on.
I can look.
It's
Uh,
it's a bigger word. It says things will
miraculous?
be
Oh, wait, things will
things
be.
things will be felt strongly.
Oh,
Things will
right.
and they made me draw a box around this one because strongly is a Odin word.
Of
Yeah,
course it is.
yeah, it's the oak tree, and they said it will be felt strongly. So this is why it's very beneficial to go and sit with trees and stuff because it will realign you.
Right,
Even even a tree that's crooked will realign you.
right.
Even if a tree is crooked, uh, a tree is supposed to grow straight like this, right? But you see trees that are crooked and things, it's because they feel the energy. If they feel the energy, so do we. Like,
Yeah.
I always used to love, uh, we used to have a kinesiologist friend who looked like a leprechaun in Sydney. He's a little guy, and he would always say, watch out for the energy where you see a tree grow up and on a right angle, because it's trying to avoid
Something.
power lines or energy. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. This is why it's
Like these
very good to
windmill
be
things
with.
you see in.
Yeah, yeah. Page 6 talks about the new way. So they wouldn't talk about their new way until page 6, which is the mark or the note
Hmm.
or the sperm
The
or
whale.
the yin and the yang. They wanted you to come to a understanding of the others. Then, then in this one they talk about the pancake, the solar flare, the CME, and they talk about down the bottom of this page. They talk about the dragon seeing its tail, the ring, Mila, like Mila's background,
Hmm.
and so not only it's the never-ending story dragon. So it's a lion head dragon where it comes round and then it has to meet its tail, and you'll see this symbol a lot, and then it bites its
Yeah.
tail. And it's like, just just deal with it. Finish your dinner, then you can go out and play. You're not leaving until you've had your dinner and you've eaten your peas. Now you can go outside and play. Like, it's like, that's the symbol. It's a circle coming around, and it's like this.
Yeah.
And it's the two tails of us. It's it's yes, it's that version and this version. It's yes, it's all your, that version of you is the journey of your star seed to here.
Yeah.
Whether you believe in incarnation or not, how can you just think that you appear?
Right.
How can just the first little speck of you comes from something? It comes from comets and asteroids, and it comes
Stardust.
literally a star. How can you just think that comes from nowhere? That's why
Right.
when people say it's actually egoic to think that you're alone, because you're not alone. You've come from,
Yeah.
and you have been abandoned because that's how you had to get off it.
Right.
This feeling of abandonment is you tapping into your memory. We, the word alone means all one.
Ooh, that's cool.
which means biting your tail. You're doing the full swing of you.
Yeah. And we know
Spirit.
we're in the ascension period, the breath back in to source.
Yeah. The
So
breath
we're
back in.
compelled, right?
Yeah. The 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 journey of the spin to come around and bite your own tail is your will. It's power. It's the mill of you. It's the will. It's the word will is a mill is something to hold it all,
Mm.
but the will is the energy of it. So it's again embodiment, and it's the memory glands, the two boobs, the two suns, the two peaks, the two Davids, and it's the one ones. It's the
Yeah.
it's so. How did they know though about the solar flares?
That's
Seven
the
day that they said 3 intense days. This is written in there as well. How did
They knew. It was in there. It's in there. It's already there. That's and the fact and this is so going back to page 6, then one morning we will awaken to the red dawn. The sky will be the color of blood. They talk about seeing aurora borealis. The northern lights were in the south last night and they will be again tomorrow tonight supposedly. In fact, I got an email from someone in New Zealand or Tasmania who said that at 1 a.m. your time, she was dancing in the greens. Like,
yeah?
so there was auroras all the way down to at least that far, green ones.
Well, we had particularly, and Jeannie and I commented on this 2 nights in a row, the most fire sunset that we've seen. It made our
Mm,
house look yellow. And it
wow.
was in the west, obviously, because that's where the sun sets. But it was the so that was Monday night and Tuesday night for us. So we're a day ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah. So that would have been the 9th and the 10th for you.
that's
And
crazy. Yeah,
even we just kept looking at it and going, "What is that?" Even Jeannie, I think, did a little Instagram thing on it because she was so blown away with it, and it was so red. But this is what they were talking about.
right, right.
So they talk about power of observation. In your land, it's morning. In my land, it's sunset.
Right, right.
Power of observation. And they go, "Oh no, it doesn't work that way." I was like, "Well, if it's all happening simultaneously, of course that's Mila and I can't be in the same sun
Right.
at the same time because she's on the other side or wherever the
But we
other
can
side."
also be like the telephone, like soup cans with the string and say, "Hey, something's coming." The vibration takes a
Yeah,
minute to get there, but then you get to know, you
yeah,
know. There's,
yeah.
can I point something else out that seems that I'm watching the comments and people are talking about how
Yeah, let's listen to comments like what everyone says if you
there's
want.
some
Yeah.
real intense ascension symptoms happening for a lot of people right now.
Mm.
And, that's one of the really great reasons or things about being able to go live and share in a space like this. I'm looking for a specific image to show you guys as well. Um, I'm gonna hold my phone up, hopefully it works. But the polar absorption rate, like if you look at that bar over here, that red graph, it never goes off that screen usually. And it's taken up all the space possible. We're still in a G1 geomagnetic storm right now. We're still, spiking that KP index. We're not even done. We have a lot more solar activity happening. Three Eye Atlas just did this, it gave birth to a little blue baby. And it sputtered as if it was trying to decide what vibration, what dimension to be in. And then it literally dissolved. It looked like the old Star Trek episodes of them teleporting, where it was like, it kind of like looked like it was in the water and then it never was there, kind of thing. just as that happened, these weird fingers of plasma left 3i Atlas. I'm making my own noise, but it sounds to me like it feels like it's this electricity where when electricity reaches, it does that bzz, 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 and it's like these massive fingers. Spirit told me this story that we're in right now has nothing to do with Venus. For some reason, Venus is being left out. Sun, Mercury, Earth. And so I didn't know what that meant exactly. And then it turns out these plasma fingers that are coming off of 3i Atlas. And I don't really listen to a lot of people that are telling me what I'm looking at right now. It's like astrophotographers and stuff that are like that honestly I can't even understand. When my favorite guy is he's speaking in Indian language from Eastern India. I don't know the name of the language. My apologies. Um, anyway, is that they're showing this, and it's like the fingers of plasma are moving from the sun, touching Mercury, and moving toward us. We can't see if it's touching us because these images are being taken from the surface of Earth. However, it looks likely. While these fingers touch, it's turning on, and it feels like what is that called? The airplane has a runway. It feels like a runway or a freeway. It feels like the slipstream being open for clear communication line of energy. And it's all coming as a result of 3i Atlas being able to touch the sun. And it's doing that. And as it's doing it, we're going to get more and more and more solar flares. Like the solar flare we just had, I think it was yesterday, I've lost track. Yeah, on the 1111 portal was the biggest solar flare since May 2024. And we're not even done. That was the X5 that we just had. Um, and so, if you are feeling all kinds of funky in your body right now, we're have my heart palpitations. I barely slept anything at all last night to even, I don't even know if I slept. And I only know I slept because I woke up fast going, but anyway, we're having all kinds of weird body stuff. A lot of people are talking about purging. I'm noticing all of a sudden my body's just there's my skin feels like there's a rash, but it's actually stuff coming out of my pores. We're releasing a lot, especially around the neck and head. There's a lot of stuff there down the spine. A lot of us are noticing this too. There's just a many symptoms. I'm reading in the comments. People are feeling nauseous. Teeth. Before a few people have talked about teeth the past 24 hours, including my daughter. Just whole mouth like aches is become really common. I just can't remember. I can't. I've been reading all of your comments, by the way. We
Oh,
just can't put it up.
yeah, you
Uh,
can. If you want to read, I can. Do
okay.
you want to keep reading them or?
If you want, yeah, sure. Oh, I gotta say this. Joshua said, "The goblins, no dishes will be done under our reign." Ha 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 ha. I thought that was funny.
I like that goblin.
Yeah.
Um, well, the feelings, especially um, the toxins or the tarins that are coming out. So they're tar-ins but are coming out, and there's tar-ins going in, right? So tarins is in the notes. So the tarins come out at the end points. So they come out in the fingers, the feet.
Right.
Um, they can come out in your hair sometimes, or a lot of the time they'll come out in your mouth or your ears or your nose or the genital area or under the armpit. There's key points where they come out, and so this is where it's journey and it's got to there and then it's got to try and get out. And this is where I've had a lot of swelling in my mouth. Clove oil is great. Clove water is great.
Yeah.
Bicarb. Having lots of vinegars, homemade vinegar. Homemade vinegar.
Bicarb is baking soda.
Yeah. Yeah. Because it again, it's all about stabilizing heaven or your spleen or stomach, or so that you can digest it all. If you've got a lot of starch and sugar in there and it's an imbalance, and there's a lot of them in there, then you'll have to do cleanses and cleansing. Ancient alien DNA in you is a process. You
Mhm.
can't just do it because you'll get like the plumbing will back up.
Right.
Which I'm treating it lightly how I'm talking, but it can cause serious things because once you have a blockage in your spleen or something, it can actually cause heart attacks and strokes.
Right.
And this is where they trick us with the labeling of it all, is because then you're only addressing the heart attack or stroke, but really the issue is back here. It could be a root canal problem, or so
Yeah.
you got to really. There's enough information on Google now, and Mila's Ascension Symptoms for you to do your own research on it. And yes, if you still have belief in the medical system, go that way. But you can heal through you.
Yeah.
You just
Yeah.
got to allow space for it. So this hand, Mila, that comes out. So Mila told me about. She goes, Atlas had a baby, and I was like, oh, that's so cute. Now this having they call what do they call it? Where the stars have babies. This is written in the Bible. This is why they have the scarab. So the
Star Wars.
scarab, yeah, the scarab beetle,
Yeah.
and because the scarab beetle it pushes a big pile of crap.
Yeah.
That's the vision, and that's what it looked like when forgotten the name of it, where the planet gave birth to another planet.
The birth
Have
of
you
a
heard of
planet is
this?
the one I can think of. I don't know the name.
Yeah, I think it was Mercury. It gave birth to Mercury or something. I've forgotten the whole story, but this is how they got the vision of the scarab because it looked like it's
Huh.
pushing a poo. And when you're giving birth, that's what it feels like. It's like this
But
huge, got to get it out. And yeah, so this scarab beetle is the birthing of a new planet, but it's helping it, like it's pushing another home out, another planet out.
yeah.
And so I don't know where I was going with that. Yeah, so the Atlas had a baby out.
Yeah.
It's not uncommon, that's what I'm saying, but it's like a probe.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then it had a hand, a helping hand to come out. This is your red overall drawing, hands down.
Hmm.
So there might be another one of those. You get what I'm, because it
Yeah.
talks about the mark of five.
So it's like five total.
Yeah, in the notes it says mark of five. The planets line up. There's a five, 20th of November, 2025.
Oh, the
Planets,
2025. The
the planets line up.
25th.
Yeah.
So the 20th is a new moon. That's the Mercury solar conjunction. So that's not called a cazimi because it's an inferior conjunction. They demoted it. Um
Oh, I just
yeah,
like
that's on the
with
new
it.
moon.
I'm going to call it a kazemi because I like.
Yeah, the cazimi new moon, the cazimi micro moon day. And then so this is really significant for some reason. Wow, I just looked up and there's so many 11s and 2s on my screen. It's 212 on the 11/12/2025. Um anyway, the 25th of this month is gonna be a huge something. It's the prettiest day of the year. See, the reason I was in the air when I was back in 2 years ago or whatever it was because it was the prettiest day of the year. Pretty is the way that it feels. I don't know what that means usually. This is me being given information that I don't need all the answers for because I trust. I just trust it. It always ends up being, I'm glad that I went along, followed it. So on that day, that's the week after the week everybody's talking about. Between the 17th and the 23rd, everyone's going, this is the week to expect. There's all kinds of stuff going on. There's so many meteor showers and different alignments and stuff. And but the 25th looks quiet. But that day is very significant this year. We're expecting some type of energy flux to come in and to happen. And along with that, um, this is it actually lines up with this part of the notes. Do you mind if I keep talking for a second?
I just like because it says, because the notes said you'll see two, and you're. I'm just showing how this works. The red overall picture is two hands down
Oh,
from creator, and so you'll see two, and you
it
talked
lines
about it
up
with
with that
Atlas.
other message.
Yeah, but also if you look down, the drawing of it is a compass, right? But that's what the hands look like. It's like the helping hands of Father, or the so it's the helping
Helping
fa
hands
it's
helped her fall.
offset, which is whale, helping hands of whale.
I have whale open. The sad
Look,
fact you just said whale, and I have that book that open to the age of whale right now. I really do.
yeah, it's it's the mark of five, which is also then a planet lineup. So it's numerology, it's planet lineup, it's Miller's photo, and it's Atlas at the same time. See how it's multi-dimensional?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
It's
crazy.
so cool. Then you, Mil, I have to go down. I have to.
Go on.
Um, it says light your knee. That's what you wrote, atto. I don't even know what that word means. I've never seen what is. Why did you write atto at the end of seven? What is that?
Oh, that's aho.
Oh, what's, because aho means hello and goodbye. It means full, jest, spirit, but it means also target, and it means in Egyptian iten, atin, atin. It's the sun, but it's light your knee, your starburn.
I didn't ever know.
I know. I'm reading this going, does she? And so you wrote ato, or so it's hello, it's amen. That's what it
Yeah.
means, amen in Hebrew. Ato, and then they give me a compass and a circle. I go, really? They're giving me her background, um, which means eat on, meaning the snake eat on.
Yeah.
It's saying get on with finish your pancakes. But it's the mark. It's a if if when this symbol, the circle and the cross, is my whole career. It's what you look at when you're shooting someone.
Oh, yeah.
It's target, which is the word it is as well. It's a target. It's a tar gift from Atlas.
Um,
See, so it's not, it's this way, it's that way, it's this way, it's that way. You cannot dismiss it. You can't, it's how you wrote it.
that's what she's talking about for those that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's talking about Mila has a mark on her knee from a child. And they talk about this. They talk about oracle ones having the markings
Mm.
from unusual things.
Yeah.
Her marking matches the whale story here. It's where we see all the whales. I've got foot written. I have so much footy. We go fishing here. It lines up with all the Pleiades and the Seven Sisters story of the indigenous here. It lines up with the Rainbow Serpent stories. It just go, wow.
Wow.
So maybe by just listening to a bit of this, some of you who are listening, you're going, I don't even know what the hell they're talking about. But maybe it will make you realize this is much bigger than us. And we're
Yeah.
part of it all. All of us are part of it, not just Mila and I, all of us. And by us to being allowing, which is all low, it will help assist you to all low it as well,
Oh, wow.
or ground it. Yeah.
Light your knee. There, yeah.
Light your knee. I'm going, are they really saying light your knee?
That's fascinating.
Or the knee lighter. That's what the knee lighter. Because that's what she's a starburn. She's a starburn. It's on, starburn is the side of the boat that her knee, do you get what I'm saying? Even the
Yeah.
beach that lines up is it's called Golden Beach that lines up with the knee map.
Wow.
Yeah, it's lovely. So it's in our maps
It's
as
really
well.
neat.
It's cool, right?
That was a fun that was one of the first real big rabbit holes we jumped down. The it's by the way, you said that the Hebrew word for atoll is basically amen. And
Yeah.
aho in the indigenous of the Americas at the very least, I'm sure there's other places too, use the word aho as a lot of people will replace it with amen or use it instead of amen interchangeably. However, it's really kind of seen as something more. It's like I agree. Um, um, I, I choose the spiritual choice that's being made. We always include all of our relations in these conversations. And so, like, all of our relations being like the winged brothers and the four-legged brothers, like that kind of thing. Everybody's there in the story when they say, ho, so it's fascinating that it's got such a early, much, much earlier period of where it's used in this Hebrew, ancient Hebrew window,
Well, it's
that,
also it's in the power of observation. So you have the power of observation, the one who views it, then you have the one who hears it, but the one who scribes it. This and so you're a hearer and you scribe. I'm going to say you scribed it with a reed, which is a pen, and the way you've written at all is it's all connected. The A, the ones, and the spin of it, it's all connected. And the way you've drawn it is like it's the Mason compass, it's the Tesla energy, and it's also feng shui, which is it's double happiness. It's the and then it crosses into the Bible, which is the double cross.
wow.
In the double happiness, it's so weird. It looks like two ants or two aliens with the double cross on top of their head, and they we call them archers or straight shooters. And so now it's in the scripture of Japanese or Asian text. It's an ant. The voice is coming out. It's a straight shooter, someone that speaks true.
Yeah.
One ant is a female on double happiness, and the other is, you can see, one has a belly of Eve and one does not. I go, really? It's in feng shui. It's so cute. This is the only artwork in our house.
Wow, really?
Double happiness is hung above the bed in the bedroom, and
That's
it's
cool.
it. Well, but the codes. That's what I'm saying. It's Celts. It's feng shui, and then it goes into the I think called Kunes and the Dinotopia type language. That's how you've drawn it.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, when 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 you're in an allowing state, that's a lot of different channels coming through those
Right.
pages. Then you see why I had to go. Should we do a show? I mean,
Yeah.
even how I've written at the top. See, I didn't even know this, But even at the top, the first page, blue star Kachina and the red Kachina, it's saying the understanding of two, or the understanding of both sides of the pendulum. But then I drew two stars. It's the two David stars. But I didn't know that he was named David.
Yeah, those are so if those there was a question in the audience about that. That's my grandfather and my brother were both named David, and
But I
they were
only found that out
passed.
then, like just then. So I didn't even know what I was writing.
That's amazing.
Hey, yeah, can you see how amazing this is?
Yeah.
But it's full embodiment. It
I've
doesn't mean this journey's been easy, let me tell you. Losing horses and having to reshift to the other side of the country and like it, and
right.
all of the other thing that's happened to us is we've had many close to us cross over, Mila and I too.
Mm.
And I don't know, but Mila and I feel like you, Mila and I, have come to a real different understanding of death and when they go to spirit, and it's like they couldn't tell you any more in body. So we're going to cross over.
Yeah.
We're going to broadcast on this channel now, Mila. And I feel like this is how spirit, like the pets or the family, and some of them have gone, we can't talk to Mila, let's go talk to her over there. And I've had the same happen with spirit, like close family friends. And Mila goes, I've had this guy hang around me. And I go, oh my gosh, that's our friend.
Yeah.
How is he over there? And spirit's going, you silly humans. Of course, we're over here. We're over here, we're over there. Because
Yeah.
they're steam, they're moving.
Yeah. Can I jump back for a second?
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay. It's just
I
that
had to
there's
bring up how your knees on the. I love how her knees on there. It's so cute. Stop,
it's
burn.
and that's a whole story that
Such a beautiful story.
the short version is I didn't, yeah, we didn't know that my sister fell in the water. She couldn't swim, and neither could I, but for some reason I jumped in and to help her. And when I was in the water, I was a large orb of white and bluish light came to me and became me, and I was thrust out of the water in the depths. I couldn't swim. And they had, I noticed that I had like seaweed or something wrapped around my fingers. And when they pushed me up out of the water, it was like a mermaid because I was able to break out of the surface of the water and land, which I've never been able to do. I've never seen anyone do that without assistance. Um, and it turned out what I was holding in my hand wasn't seaweed at all, but it was her hair. And all of a sudden, I had a birthmark. I've never had this birthmark. I know there's a lot more to this story. I'm really briefing it up because but I had this birthmark just above my knee, and everyone kept saying I was being dramatic. Oh yeah, it's a birthmark. If it was a birthmark, I've been in this body for 11 years. I was 11 years old at the time. I've been in this body 11 years. I would have noticed it. It's right above your knee. You look at your knee all the time. Anyway, and then it turns out that mark is identical, like literally identical, except for flopped over, for down under. It's flopped over, and exactly, even little teeny parts about the map are lined up on my, not a birthmark. It's super fascinating. I, um, and that kind of tells us of the time that we're in. Before I gotta say this too. This is what I was. Check this out. I'm just gonna show it to you. Um, so I actually didn't put this together. This is just an example. I'm just gonna move through a few of them. But this is the medicine wheel. That's that image that I drew comes off of. This is another example. So you have all the different seasons and the animals that fit into it as well. It's really, really cool. And so here's a more traditional example. Usually this will be black instead of blue, which I think is really interesting. They're using blue. Oh, wait, did I go the wrong way? Where are the other ones at? Oh, here it is. Check this out. This is the four corners that we were talking about where the Hopi live. Utah, Colorado, New Mexico, Arizona. This is a plaque that's in the ground that they put in there, I think, in 1999, it looks like, that you can stand and touch every corner of these four states. It looks just like the medicine wheel, doesn't it? Here's another example of it. So this is a landmark to show you this is one state, this is another state, this is another, this is another. And this is the place of the Hopi people. Oh, here's another one of the. I just found that to be really, it lines up. The way that Spirit showed me just now while you were talking was why I went and looked. I was like, oh my gosh, if I took the four corners and put a circle around it, that would also be that medicine wheel image that we were talking about.
It's your hand. It's
Mhm.
um the reason so when you see and it's cut into four, the pie is cut into four, it's the prophecy of Maddie, you're gonna get another cone. So it will
Yeah,
be cut into so now we go into Mila's name of the show. You'll see the fifth wheel. The fifth world. The fifth it's the fifth wheel.
yeah,
Yeah. You're gonna get another cone. So the band has been lifted. And this is where we have to release the collar band on us. The collar, literally. It's a collar band. This is what they call us humans. And they've taken, this is why animals can see infrared and we cannot. This is why now some of us see blue and some of, it was an ancient, it was a blueprint.
yeah.
Blue is classed as magic. This is one of Mila and I's shows. She goes, they never knew what blue was. I was like, what?
Yeah,
And then instantly it was like, Neff's like, yep, this is how we used to paint. We used to paint in blue because they couldn't see it. So if they can't see it, it's a secret.
right. It's the invisible ink of the spiritual world.
It's a secret. It's a secret. It's a sea
See crest.
hold. It's a sea. It's a sea. It's blue. This is why their
Yeah,
seas are red. Even some of those compasses that you showed, they're only red. There's no blue in it.
yeah,
Blue was always grey or black. This is
yeah.
why you have the Ben bird.
That's why you have
The
the
Ben
Black
Ben,
Sea.
yeah, the Red Sea. Because they couldn't see. You take blue out, when you take blue out, green changes.
Yeah, right.
They all the colours change. And this is the same with the planets. They can't see all the planets. So this is why we will evolve through astrology. And so the calendar dates will change. Like the Mayan said, time will end because
Yeah,
it didn't really make any sense. It only made sense for a little while we believed it. Even the Mayans say each day changes. There's never ever one day that's the same. It's impossible because
yeah,
creation is creating. So to have this, um, you know, this aging process of us is rubbish as well because you're just getting better and better and better.
yeah.
Even if you cross over, you're still getting better.
How long have you been improving for? Speaking of,
Ah,
Chef Deb in the audience is about to celebrate a birthday. Happy birthday to you. I
yeah.
saw that earlier. I am reading your comments. It's just not always like it doesn't because I can't put it on the screen. I want you to know that we are reading your comments and we appreciate all of your input that you're adding to this conversation. So happy birthday in advance for Chef Deb. She's got a birthday coming up for the 25th, or I think it's the day after the 25th, 26th.
Oh, November. Wow, you're on the big one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you, with where your star has come in tells a story, and that's why we so connected with
Oh my gosh.
astrology.
Sorry.
No, no, go.
Just Varley's in the audience and she had linked something without realizing how much she linked it, I think. She says, Mila, the baby picture, he's the baby red Kachina, light being slash spirit. He had the bluest of blue eyes, like bright blue eyes. He had blue eyes and he was wearing the red. It's it's a symbol that got dropped in our lap for a reason. And what's more is I just was looking for something else to tell you. Like I think 0.02% of women have blue blindness, and it's more like 20% men. I think that's fascinating. And I was looking for that, and I didn't even realize that I just recently saved this image to share on Facebook later. And it was the one I just pulled up. Like it's in my meme folder that I just barely downloaded like last night. So it's there for it was they were trying to tell me. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
It's
Oh,
like,
and check that image out. Look how staticky that sun is, man.
no, no, but that's the same. The
I
sun's
know,
speaking the same language as the compass.
right?
It's a rose. It's the rise in us. It's the rose and rise in us. It's one petal, it's another petal, it's another it's all of us, and it's just surging to you, and it's just surging to you.
Yeah.
And it's almost like old friends that you haven't seen, or old relatives. And when you at Christmas time, and then someone's having arguments, and someone said this, and then they have reconcile, and everyone's hugging and giving gifts. Like, I'm just trying to that's what it's like with Atlas. It's like, you guys, it's here. Like, it's the three wise men.
Yeah.
They bring gifts,
They bring
but you might
gifts.
not like all the gifts if you're stuck in the old way, and you think that it's only working this way and it's failing. You're going to get grumpy. You're going to get moody because you're trying to hang on to something it's run its course.
Right. Right.
And it's the new way now. So you take all those gifts without being anchored there. And this is what I'm saying. Maybe this is us saying this with your light burn knee, is this light burn mark on Mila was not in nice circumstances by anyone's judgment, I guess. But instead of it being a bad thing, now it's a amazing story. It is. It's an amazing story. So someone from across the other side of the world sees the picture of the knee, and it's a map. It's a star map. It's connected to Wales. Mila, you're on mute. You've got to speak. You're on mute.
Oh, go on.
See,
All
it's,
I said was I'd never shown anyone that ever. Like I never
yeah,
made, apart from, it being on my leg and they're standing next to me, I'd never did that.
yeah. It
I
shows
always
me,
knew
and I
there was
go,
something about it though.
but I wouldn't have seen that map. Is not a map that you can readily see either. It's an underwater map. It's an underwater city. And the only reason I can see it is because my husband and the kids are fishermen. So I see the satellite. So I
Mm.
know the grids under the ocean. And the whales hang out here.
It's a submerged landmass that was probably above water.
It
That's
lines up with the hill, which is called Mount Warning by white people. It's called Wollongong, I think, by the indigenous, unless that's been a messed up name. But it means Turkey or
means
turkey. It's the turkey nest, which is
right,
Odin's dot and circle. It's a dragon. It's a dragon gift. This is what the whales line up with.
right. Wild
Every
turkey capital of the world is where I was living before. Truly, truly. There would be wild turkey turf wars on the block all the time.
turkey is the turkeys here, they carry a gold necklace.
Mm.
And They're really cheeky. They'll come on the beach, jump on your beach bag, and they dig like dogs. Go, where's those corn chips? Need some corn chips. You can see them digging. Quick, quick, they're coming. They dig. Everyone gets annoyed with them, but I like them. And then they come out, you can see them, and they poke their head out. They look like dinosaurs.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they walk like dinosaurs. You know they're dinosaurs.
Do they nest in the trees there?
No, they build nests like Odin. They build a mound. That's why we call Mount Warning or Wollongbil Sniffy. This is the core of the biggest cauldron volcano. This is what the whole east coast. This is where um, the Gympie Pyramid, everything lines up with the Seven Sisters, the Pleiades. It's
Ooh.
the core of the volcano. Like we call it Sniffy because it looks like a big nose. It looks like a sleeping giant from out in the ocean.
Hmm.
It's like the sleepers are waking us.
Yeah, yeah.
And the sleepers are going, hang on a second. Are they calling us sleepers? Because they're the ones that have been asleep.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the joke about water right now too, because the consciousness of water is becoming available to be seen, though that doesn't necessarily mean the water's waking up. You are.
Yeah.
And you're able to then vibrate in the high enough frequency to receive their communication, right?
Yeah. Well,
Turkey.
Turkey. They'll- Sniffy, well, oh, hang on. You got Turkey Day. Have we passed Turkey Day yet?
No, actually,
What
it's
day's
the
Turkey
day
Day?
after Chef Deb's birthday, the 27th. It's a moving holiday. It's always the last Thursday of the month.
Huh.
It's also the day that Hades cluster is well placed and Saturn ends its retrograde motion on Thanksgiving. For those of you who are going to do family, you're going to be really grateful to know that.
Yeah. It because for me, not being an American, I always found it weird how you would have Turkey Day and then you would have Christmas. Because in Australia, that's the day. Christmas is when we have turkey.
Yeah,
I don't
that
know if
would make the
that's the
most
same.
sense.
Does Christmas you have turkey as well, or?
It depends on the family. Sometimes people try to change it up and they'll have ham or something for Christmas. Like roast ham is really common. Oh, by the way, yeah, we just barely got a huge spike in the KP index for those of you listening. If you're feeling that, it's at a 63.333, so that's a G. That's still a G2, I think. I'll share that really fast so you guys can see this current energy weather while we're talking. It's just kind of useful to be aware of it.
So
That's
these
what.
ascension symptoms coming through, I just want you to know that you can take there's both sides of the pendulum here. So yes, it's you're going to take a hit maybe in those sore spots that you haven't addressed yet,
Right.
but you can also spin this so that it's high energy for you. It can't be you cannot separate the giver from the gift. So if you are listening to us, it's no chance or random. Maybe you're meant to just hear all this so that it just assists it to move through you.
Right.
Even if you don't understand it, that's okay. I didn't understand what I was writing when I was writing it all out. I just did it as quickly as I could because I wanted to get it to Mila. And then I'm reading it going, how can this be? How did I write that? And it's amazing. But even talking to Mila today, I had realizations with it, as you have too, Mila,
Yeah.
that
Oh,
you brought
yeah.
up. Yeah. And I guess it's just showing an allowing state. And it's hard to be allowing because we're so used to controlling everything, um, and we're told not to trust anything. And even the word trust is the tar rusting in us. It's the way. It's
Ooh.
Yeah, it's the way. That's what I'm saying. Like, I, I just keep getting it from, and I go, that's really great, all these words, but I still have to go and talk to my kids and my family, and they're going to
I
think I'm a kook, and I'll walk outside, and an animal will do something towards this message. And I go, oh, okay. It's like, then I throw all
yeah.
the papers up in the air and go, just allow it. Stop trying to turn it off. Stop trying to control it. Just, okay, that's what it is. The Yesterday, before Mila sent this message through in the afternoon of the red sunset, we chased our horses just to give them a lunge, like make them stretch out. And the stray black cow next door, they've taken the herd away again. This is like the second or third herd they've taken away. And this one smart black cow hides in the forest because he doesn't want to get taken.
The
But it
moves.
always means he's alone. The black moo, right? Anyway, he heard our horses running, so he must have thought it was the herd. He comes out and stands next to the fence. He's very scared of humans. And he's talking to our horses. He's going, "You're not the cows, you're horses." And he's mooing at them. And I just was like, "Oh, hello, moo." And this is in the thing, it's me moo. Me moo is the message in here. And the message of me moo is the returning of kin, the returning of the core of us.
Moo shall rise again.
The moo shall rise again, Mila.
Yeah.
Mila said this word to me on the first time I met her. I was like, wow, she's fun. What does that mean? The moo shall rise again has been rising and rising and rising in each solar flare, each animal, each message. The moo shall rise again is rising in me. If it's rising in me, it's rising in everyone.
Yeah.
It cannot not.
Yeah. You can't get out of it.
Nice try. So,
Yeah.
yeah, these don't look at the ascension symptoms as bad. Look at them as a gift.
Yeah.
Because if you look, like it's like the Nanny McPhee saying, the more you want something, the more it keeps you wanting. But
Yeah.
if you just allow it, it just is there.
Yeah.
And
Exactly. That's the same with all of it. If you, t I've been observing that I'm not having physical fear sensations anymore. Like my body doesn't register fear anymore. It's good. Like I'm enjoying it. Because I've always had like a nervous, with like PTSD kind of response to people go boo or surprisingly coming over the corner or whatever, as well as when we have these heart palpitations. I had been going, in a brief moment of it, then you got to like breathe yourself back into regularity again. But it's not happening anymore. Like I'm happy to report. Like that's pleasant. I'm not I'm able to regulate and not feel physical fear in my body.
so
It's
that
really
means you've
neat.
taken it to your threshold of pain in your embodiment, but you haven't taken it to the belief system that
Yeah,
you've been schooled.
right.
But it took you a few goes, though, to work
Right.
it out, as it did with me with my lungs,
Yeah.
as it did with Richard with his spleen. You go, okay, that's the crisis point. And you have to have a big crisis point, which is the compass, the fifth element, the power spot. And then the next time it comes to you, go, I, I know what to do with that.
Right. This old hat.
Yeah, that's old news.
Yeah.
And so when Mila has beings or ghosts or encounters with things, or I do, we go, oh yeah,
Yeah.
we're not scared by it, or we just go, oh yeah. We go, wow, he's wearing a really funny outfit, or like we see something else in it. And so it doesn't alarm us because because you've been with the fae and goblins and dragons and everything from such a young age, Mila. You get to hear and you're like, um, yeah, more what's in the news is weird than what you.
Yeah.
Spirit's easy.
Yeah. In fact, it was the grandfather picture that I showed earlier, one of the Davids, when he passed, was when I discovered that my imaginary friends weren't imaginary.
Yeah, yeah. But they are to those of that belief system,
Yeah.
which comes back to the moving through the rings there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But see, what's happening is this, which I love how you wrote the blue kachina and the red kachina, is they're going, it's okay, we're going to drag ions with us. And this is the symbol of the swatch. So I can never say that word, swastika
Swastika?
or whatever.
Swastika?
Yeah, it's the compass with tails on it.
Did
I
you know
know it
that
goes
symbol's
to that
also in
era.
this prophecy?
No,
Yeah, it really is. I'm not making. In fact, I haven't been able to put a thumbnail up yet, but I'm putting up a cave drawing as the background of that thumbnail, and they have a swastika on it. It doesn't mean what it meant when the Germans used it, just to be
yeah,
clear.
but that's a so that's almost like a huge. It's like they did that period to scar us
Yeah,
as fear. Like it's like saying the dragons in the forest. You can't go in the forest. And so everyone was in fear. And this is what Mila just said. She's risen above the fear of the heart palpitations. So now you're able to drag ions. So the drag ions are the blue Caccini, and the tail is the red part of the Caccini. So
right,
can you see what so? And everyone's at different parts of the compass, and because it's spinning all the time, everyone's on different courses.
right,
Yeah. So that's why that symbol, yes, it was from that period, but don't stop there,
right.
because time never stops. It's next,
Actually,
it's next. So to stamp something and say Saturn's evil or
right,
this is evil, you've locked yourself. You've become a locked nest.
right. Yeah, yeah,
Locked nest. They were whales locked in. It was when they started damming,
right,
and the whales started getting locked in, or the dragon or dinosaur of whale was getting locked in those areas.
right.
Like um, these lands have been drained,
Yeah,
and whether it's drained from humans or drained from, but all the maps talk of drains.
yeah.
Yeah, you see all the dams.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's and the other version of whale is the land one, the hippo, right?
Yep.
And the hippo is so dense of a being, it's not, there's no buoyancy. It doesn't swim, it walks. And
Yeah.
the hippo is what traces and creates the rivers of the continents. Like there are other aspects of it, but the real rivers, the ones that last, were drawn by the hippos. And when they did the whole hungry, hungry hippo and made everybody scared of the hippo, like I was told by spirit, okay, I have no evidence to back this up. This is a conversation I just have with my guides and stuff. But they're just like, that's why they took them out there and made them everybody think that they're like man eating. Like that's what I was raised to believe. They're like they'll just sit there and just eat you up, like just because they're bored. Like
Well, there was one version where they did eat, but that was in the dinosaur era. So that probably has a bit of. But the other one is beaver.
yeah,
Beaver, behave, behave her. Behave was the one that these are the ones that created dams, but lagoons, and they didn't block them off. They allowed them to flow, whereas humans have blocked them off
yeah,
and use them to flood.
Yeah. Yeah. And
What have
to
we been
just,
going through? I mean, I know what happened in the Lismore floods. We all do. This was created.
yes.
So the more you understand, the more you remember, the more you become a reset,
Yeah.
which is what we call Baal, is Seta beings. Reset.
And
This is the
whale.
great reset. It's
The rise of Mu.
the rise of Mu. That's what reset is. It's the
Yeah.
rise of Mu. It's the
The
same.
sun shall weep into the other ocean, and Mu shall rise again. Now there's evidence tracing that the sun had wept plasma into the Atlantic Ocean, which caused the submergence of Mu. Mu is Lemuria, and the prophecy tells us that the the sun shall weep in the other ocean. I don't know if y'all have been paying attention, but the sun's doing some weeping right now, and it's been for a while. And it says, when time ends, we will enter the forever cycle of the fifth world. We will receive many warnings allowing us to change our ways from below the earth as well as above. We're getting information coming in from every direction, from every place. Everybody wants to help. They there is no desire from, I'm not talking only spirit, I'm talking like galactic and interdimensional and so on. Everyone wants as many people as possible to succeed. It's so fascinating how many cultures say that 1/3 of the planet is real in whatever words they use. The Vedics say that. There's Vedic text of 1/3 is real. I'm talking about this because it's found in the Christian doctrine. It's found in Egyptian writings. It's found in the Mayan, the Aztec. They all talk about this. The brothers and the sisters, without the souls in their eyes, is how the Hopi talk it or
Yeah, the
use to
black
speak
eyes.
it.
Yeah. The Egyptians talk of, well, uh, my maiden name is the name of the uh, Hitan is the whale museum in Egypt where they speak of the walking hippo. Or
What?
they don't say hippo, they call it they give it another name, but it's Hitan. It's the hidden. They call it hidden. Hitan means hidden. It's the whale museum, and they left their whale museum in the sand. So you have to go to the sand, the site,
Right.
and you walk through it. It's beautiful. This is my maiden name. This is my father changed our name to this name.
Oh,
This is
wow.
what the Egyptians would do at different ascension processes. They would change their last name or
Yeah.
they would change their name. He hid us until I was ready to be a lion, a double lion with Richard. So a double lion is similar to the serpent biting his it's Falcor, I think they called him on Never Ending Story, and
Oh,
he goes
yeah.
around.
The luck dragon from Neverending Story.
It's a luck dragon. Luck dragon is the story of evolution, which is the Luca. Luca is the three,
And
the
Luca's the
beginning of
sea
us.
monster.
I know. Okay. It keeps coming back to it wants us to be set. The reset, Mila. A fifth. It's not a new fifth world, it's a reset.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a recent.
Though not all,
Resent.
yeah,
It's being resent to us.
yeah,
I knew you'd get it.
no, yeah.
It's resent. Mu shall rise again. This is, they're saying,
Reascent as well.
yeah, you had to evolve this way, but we had to collar band you, and now we'll give you your color back.
Yeah, yeah,
Which is
yeah, and
Maddie's
that's a
saying you'll get another cone, which she's talking about the physics of us. Because a cone in the cone and receptors is what sees blue. And
yeah,
Maddie's going, I love Maddie. She just walks in, comes out from outside playing. She walks past me a lot while we're in a session or something. You're going to get another cone, and then she walks
Yeah,
off, just like that. Just says, and that's how spirit wants us to be, like Maddie. Just
yeah.
they just say one thing and then they go,
But
oh,
she was
they got to go.
thorough too. She said, "You have cones and rods in your eyes so you can see. We're
Yeah.
gonna get another cone."
Yeah, but like she talks about it like we're getting another ice cream cone. So she's talking about
Yeah,
like, and then they go, okay, I gotta go now. And it's like, what? What? Come back. And so she's in an allowing. They want us to come. Mila, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we go from the marked ones to 7, which is heaven, and then we have to 8.
yeah,
We have
yeah.
to,
Cycle
have to,
through.
yeah.
Right,
And this is the same. This lines up with Steiner prophecy because this is when the second set of teeth come through, and yeah,
right,
this is why teeth is such a big issue through this ascension process is because of the tooth fairy, where it holds memory. This is why, yeah, they would want to collect teeth, and this is when you cross over. The teeth are one of the last, they because it holds. It's a holder. It's a peg.
right,
Literally, is a peg of the growth of you.
right. That's why the Rise of the Guardians, the main catalyst of that movie is that, every tooth fairy collects the teeth to keep the memories safe
Mm.
for the children, that when they need to recall those moments of magic, they're still preserved somewhere.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
that code was a big one for me.
this is whether this will come out in media or not, but this is the whole thing where they interfere with children for this reason,
Mm,
and then
yeah,
they get to this age and then they discard them.
right.
Yeah, and this is written in here.
Hmm,
So they
yeah,
talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly.
right,
They talk about the. It's like a Clint Eastwood movie.
right,
Yeah,
right,
and Frank, you hear these sayings and stuff off movies, and you, um, they have to act it out in these films and stuff to create a smear campaign. But it really is how it is.
mm,
It is.
yeah, yeah.
And
And
it's
I'm sorry, you go ahead.
no, you go.
I really want to jump back into the prophecy. We didn't really get to talk about it.
Yeah,
Like,
no, go.
if that's okay. Like, because we got to wrap this up in a little bit, but I just,
I haven't
just,
looked at the time, so yeah, I
we've
don't
been
know
on
where
for
we are.
2 hours.
Oh, that explains my butt.
Yeah. But just because it's something that's really powerful that's happening right now. Is it okay? I don't mean to discount what we're talking about. I feel like it's
No,
really
I'm
important.
looking at the prophecy the whole time when I'm talking to
Yeah.
you. So yeah, go.
Yeah. It's just that some people don't know what we're talking about exactly. Um, no living thing will go untouched here or in the heavens. The way through these times, it is said, is to be found in our hearts and reuniting with our spiritual self. That's actually a direct quote. I'm talking about this not to scare anybody because I don't want anybody to think that there's an alarm going on right now. Hey, we're here right now though. It's a time that it's really happening, and what they say, remembering we are the caretakers, the fire keepers of the spirit. Our relations, our relatives from the stars are coming home to see how well we have fared on our journey. It talks about the 7 years, starting from the moment where all the signs are seen, and all the signs are completed when we got the auroras in Arizona, as far south as Arizona, where the Hopi people thrive. And what's fascinating is that will line us up to be in the completion of this in 2032. Why is that so significant? How many people have been talking about 2032 and 2033? It's all over the board. In fact, even Dolores Cannon's book. My friend Donna Terra mentioned it last night. I hadn't even thought of it. But Dolores Cannon's book, The Search for Hidden Sacred Knowledge, also mentioned that ISIS will come back in 2032, which is 7 years from now. We have the 7 days of flares. The 7 days of flares are still going on. We are having a lot of stuff that's happening. What's useful to take away from this is that we're finally here. A lot of people have been wondering where we are in the timeline of the world and its evolution, and we've made it. You have made it. Congratulations. Now buckle up, because here comes the funnest part of all. However, it is said that two-thirds will not choose to ascend with you. Does that mean that your neighbor, your best friend? Likely no. These are individuals that are distant from us somehow. In fact, it was worded here that people will leave the cities. They will find that they want to return once again more to like a nature place, a nature world. And a lot of people have done that. If that's not something they've done, they've desired it. And then um, those who stay, those who choose to resonate here in this matrix of like Wall Street kind of stuff or whatever, um, they will be wandering through the canyons made by man. There's what they mean by the cities on the concrete rivers with blank, vacant eyes. These individuals, there it is, the man-made mountains. Those who walk through these places will be heavy in their walk. It will appear almost painful as they take each step, for they will be disconnected from the spirit and from the earth. The answer to this is to connect again to nature. If you're feeling this, connect again to nature. You don't have to go out into nature, but if you can, that would be most useful. You know, bring nature into your home, go in your backyard. You know, if you can be barefoot, even better. I know it's really cold in some places now, but
That's been.
what was that?
That's happened. You go to Utah, you walk through those areas, you feel heavy because you got to walk up hills. That's already happened.
Yeah. I think a lot of this has already happened. I think you're right.
Whoa. Because can you read that line again and I'll jump
Yeah.
in the words with the
It's on
last
page 4, I think.
page 4, miss page 4.
Those
Page 4 is
who,
a big one.
yeah, as we get close to the, as we get close to the time of arrival of the purifier, there will be those that walk as ghosts to the cities, through canyons they will have constructed in their man-made mountains. Those who walk through those places will be very heavy in their walk. It will appear almost painful as they take each step, for they will be disconnected from the spirit and from the earth.
So that when
Oh, wait, let me finish that last part. After the arrival of the twins, they will begin to vanish before our eyes like so much smoke. That's the end of the sentence or the paragraph.
so smoke is steam as well. It's the same. It's a
Mm,
vapor. See, they didn't have so many words. And so, walking through those places, like when I walk through some of these sacred lands that we just come across, I feel heavy. It's hot. My body is heavy because it's different now.
yeah.
As us, as humans, we're different now. How we walk on those,
Yeah. Yeah, I know what
it's
you
weird.
mean.
But we're walking through because we can't see it as well. If you can see it, it's good. But I'm only just understanding it as well. So they're talking about archaeologists walking through these places
Yeah.
and they're looking at it through a schooled mind.
Empty souls.
Yeah, because they're not looking, if you look at it through spirit, the whole thing changes. And you see a few people on TikTok, they're holding torches, they're holding magnets to the pyramids, they're starting to
Yeah.
use it with sound. People are going to the pyramids and singing and staying overnight in them and doing groups and things because they're coming into it with a spirit rather than a, a schooled way.
Yeah.
Even
Indoctrinated.
yeah, it's like when I look at the hieroglyphs or the glyphs, I read it completely different. But does that offend everyone that's been studying for, hundreds of years or whatever? Probably. I don't really. I'm not. It's unconditional. The information I'm sharing.
Right.
It's neither here nor there. It's just how it. The power of observation comes through for me. And so, if you go to these locations, your body feels heavy because we're embodied in us, and then you see it through spirit. That's exactly what they're talking about.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh
That's
yeah.
so cool, Mila. You had to bring that up because I didn't. I missed that one completely. But you think of that. That's the story of everyone walking through. When they say they've found a tomb or they've found something. Because have you noticed on social media how many people are finding things now because
Yeah.
they're open to it.
It's literally the global awakening. It's so obvious now. It's so easy to see it.
It's reset. It
Yeah.
is the fifth world, Mila.
Yeah.
It's the fifth world, fifth wheel. It's a positive message.
And it's the third ascension. Like as a race, this is I don't like that word, but as what I mean by race, I mean human. Um, I don't use race for the ethnic,
No,
diver,
no, no. What's
diverse
more, it's just
division.
when you say race, I think of like stars getting here, like the
Yeah,
meteors.
yeah.
So it
I
is,
always see
it's
my
kin.
brother like hitting my other brother in the stomach trying to win. Like
Well, that's what the meteors would look like coming. You see
yeah.
them coming, and then there's one in front of the other, and one's trying to scoot fast, fast.
Oh, we
So
have
it's,
7 moons now too, by the way. Did you know that we have 7 moons and no one's even talking about it? One of them is
yeah,
large enough that it's going to stay in our orbit till 2038. Like, we got all these moons and we have all these like dwarf planets. All you got to do is demote them because they and call them a dwarf and no one has to talk about it.
yeah. Well, it's like it's like the Fae. Don't talk about the Fae. You don't talk about it in kids' novels and stuff
Yeah.
because they're the only ones that will listen.
Yeah.
But you
Right.
don't. It's like, oh, okay, but you can't do that anymore because that's a nursery rhyme and all this
Hmm.
sort of stuff. And it's again up to 8.
Yeah. And then it's childish all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is what Steiner talked about. How it's a very important stage. A lot of the channelers talk about it. It's a stage. It's a gate. When you come to 8, it's a gate, and then they have another one when you're about 20, and you have another one 30, and then you have 50, and these are opening moments for usually you to be open to spirit. And they go,
Yep.
okay, well we missed that gate. We'll have to wait till the next one.
The world of psychology, they say that a child will prune, and that happens at age 7. Pruning means that they leave behind their childish ways. And if someone still has imaginary friends past 7, that's when they decide to intervene and add a early onset schizophrenia label to them.
Yeah,
You
most of
know,
those ones are the same ones.
yeah, that's my experience. I
Yeah,
mean, it's very fascinating. There's a lot of evidence in these markers of time, and one of them too, because a lot of people that hang out with us are on the other side of 35, but 32 to 35 is usually the expectation of an awakening. That's also been labeled as midlife crisis. Oh, Frank, he'll come back into the matrix in a minute, kind of thing, and goes and buys a car or whatever. But like a lot of times it's not observed, these moments, these rites of passage, and these previously were moments that new names were given, as you had mentioned before. Everyone is, when you reach a new level of your development, you really aren't the same person that you were before. And we don't often resonate with our names to begin with, that we'll find more and more the need for I don't know, something like and that's what the internet does for a lot of us, the handle. You can choose your name, right? And there's something else that Wade had said in the audience. I want to mention this. It's biblical 2032, 7 years from September 16th, 2025. I don't actually know this biblical reference, but I find that to be very fascinating that it lines up so well with it. There's one more thing I'm going to add, just because there needs to be a promise. You go that there, it's very useful to know here that there's so much good happening, and there's no reason to be alarmed or scared. You know, it says others, we are the others that they're talking about, the one third will appear as if untouched by what is occurring, because there's going to be a lot of stuff going on in the next 7 years, and you don't need to be afraid. The ones who remember you, the ones who remember the original teachings and have reconnected their hearts and spirit, those who remember who their mother and father is, the Pahana, who have left to live in the mountains and forests. When the purifier comes, we will see him first as a small red star, which will come very close and sit in our heavens, watching us to see how well we have fared and how well we have remembered the sacred teachings. And so that's why a lot of this stuff's going to be coming up for us, each individually, one at a time, and all in a collective way as well. We're going to have reminders. There's going to be more and more people bothering you and reminding you it's time to meditate. Go into your silence, go into your heart. Meditation doesn't look, there's no one size fits all version of meditation. There's very degrees. Many of us who have active minds need to be engaged often. And so the kind of meditations I do, spirit channels through me, we're doing stuff. Look over here. Wow, look at that. Let's go into Earth. Let's go into the stars. Let's go through all the suns and go to the other side. And like we're on an adventure when we do
Yeah, and
meditation.
then you'll have a skunk, a rooster, and a frog all come, and a
Yep.
stray dog,
There's
like
a
rabbits.
roadrunner on my knee.
We are the others. Is you ones are udders, so memory glands, which is Taurus. Are you getting this right?
You gave me a
So
whole
Milky Way. Yeah, ready? So we are udders. Sounds like I've got a really bad wisp, but so we are others is they said flip it. So we are the ones of her. We are the ones of Eve. We are he in Eve. So we are heaven. That's what it says. We are the others is we are heaven. So you are a star seed. So you're from the Milky Way. This is where all the comets come past from the nursery.
wow.
The nursery of us.
I was just taking
Yeah.
notes. I was listening the whole time.
Yeah, so we're the others. It's so cute, right? So I just think of milking a cow,
Yeah.
and so we're the udders. It's the mammary glands. And so it's saying, well, it's saying it that way, then it's saying it this way, and this is why I always give a 3D version. Is I was told from very young. This is the when I started advertising, one of the best advertising advertisements ever was McDonald's, because what's the first thing you see? And you look up and you see boobs. That's
Yeah.
why they did McDonald's, is because
It's
it's M.
one arch now. They just changed it. Everybody's freaking out.
What?
Yeah.
They cut off a boob?
Yeah.
Wow, they're trying to really mess it. They're going, we've got to mess up McDonald's because it's too spiritual.
Yeah.
But
I
that's
haven't been to it in forever, but that's what
no,
I'm
I
told.
know. It's like it's the golden arches, right?
Yeah.
So, but that what so what they do is they use advertising as a stamp. It's a tool in advertising where they would use it as a stamp, but they have used this is like part of a smear campaign, so they use it so that you think it's McDonald's. So so this is what I'm
Mhm.
saying with this embodiment. You might be craving McDonald's. Just say you keep craving McDonald's. Maybe it's got nothing to do with McDonald's.
Yeah.
It's got to do more with but because it's been confused,
Yeah.
it's like a short circuit in us. And because
Right.
we've been schooled this way, so we get a short circuit. So you're thinking you want sugar. It's saying, no, you don't want sugar. You want the sweet taste of this because it takes you to that person that you buy the sweets from, or I don't know,
Yeah.
like it, play
I,
with
s-
spirit.
I
Allow it. You
saw a
don't have
meme
to
that
go to a
said that.
pyramid to do this. You could be going to your local store. You could be passing a letterbox that you like. Allow spirit in to
Right.
help you for where you are.
There's this meme that said, "You don't have a sweet tooth, you have a parasitical infection."
Yeah.
Because a
Well,
lot of,
it's a trigger. Like they switch it to enhance the sense of them.
hmm
But when you start enhancing the sense of your star seed, um, yeah, you'll go through them leaving. You'll get the toxic shock of them leaving, but then you'll start to have more energy. You'll
yep.
start to look younger. You'll start to run your ship.
I'll eat sugar sometimes. I'm not, I do, but
We're here to
I can
embody,
say
yeah.
this, every time I do a parasite cleanse, the first thing that I no longer I just don't have any desire for are all kinds of grain and sugar. All of a
Yeah.
sudden, my body just doesn't want it anymore. And it's so stark of a, like, I
It's
mean, this
too
is,
much, right? Yeah.
yeah,
You.
very obvious,
What do
you
they
know?
call it? They call them the gift of the gods.
Mm.
For who?
Yeah, yeah,
Power of observation. That's why when you read the text, when you read all these words, who's writing it? Who's citing it? Yeah, because it changes.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
that's the slit theory, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So if
Power of
the so
observation.
yeah, so say you've got Mila doesn't write this down on a piece of paper, someone else wrote it down. That would have two. So now you've got 2 points of arcs there. And sometimes that's necessary for that message to come through that way. But
Mhm.
Mila not only heard it, saw it, and wrote it this way. And then I see it and go, holy cow, holy moo,
Yeah,
holy moo. Yeah. And it is a bit like this stray cow. Or this cow next door, this dark moo next door is alone. She's lost her kin and she's finding back. She keeps calling him back. And she hasn't given up. And that's us. We don't give up. You rise again the next day and you're just finding you.
yeah,
And everyone's finding yous. And you use your yous.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And you play
And
with it. And that's what Mila and I always go on. You got to play with this stuff. Use it for you. Use what's around you for you.
yeah. And it comes to you. It
Yeah.
grows around you. It when it's needed, it comes. It's this amazing thing that I don't fully have a way to completely comprehend. I want to point something out. I don't know if you absorbed this earlier or not, but I had made reference to the steam and the fog, and just like the movie The Others. And then you brought this up again through the others. The others. We are the others, you said like three times. And I'm gonna do a spoiler alert for y'all. So please mute it if you don't want to know what happens in this movie. It's an old movie. But I am gonna give you the information of it because I won't actually watch that movie again. There's an underlying background squeal that puts my body in alert, like crisis energy. And so the frequency that they're playing in the background is trying to cause you to feel like, because it's like a suspense kind of thing. Um, anyway, it's a movie about a woman who's living in this place with her children, and every time they try to leave, the fog comes. short version, she figures out that they're dead. That the spirits that they think they're haunted by, their house is haunted with spirits. It's actually not that their house is haunted by spirits. It's new people are moving in. They're still at the same house that they died in many, many years before. And it's the fog that kept them there. So the fact that all of this goes together, in this, and it was, I don't know if they did this just to add, you know, make it more intense. The mother had taken the lives of her two children, is what was the tragedy why they were still lingering in the house.
That well, that's like the ghost we had here for 6 months. He didn't know he was dead,
Yeah,
so he's looking at us like we're aliens.
yeah. What are you doing
And
in
because
my
he,
house?
yeah, because he's from way back, so he's going, what are you doing with the tablets?
Yeah,
Because we're walking around like Egyptians walking with tablets.
yeah,
Can you
yeah,
see what's going on, right?
right.
These names and the text, like
Yeah,
these are words from way back then
yeah,
that they're using now. Why? And so this movie, the squealing, as soon as you said that, okay, now we're talking power of observation. Who's the squealing of? And you said the fog comes through
yeah,
and the fog holds them there,
yeah,
which is what's been happening to us. Every time the fog comes through, everyone, we do a parasite cleanse because we know what happened with our animals and the puppies and there's stuff in it,
yeah,
right? So the fog is keeping you there. The squeal is them going
yeah, 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 yeah.
because that's the toxic shock when you do a cleanse.
Yeah, it felt like a vampire. It felt like a
Yeah, yeah,
draw.
yeah, 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 yeah. And you don't resonate with that squeal. And the reason you don't like that squeal and you don't particularly want to see this film ever again or hear it again is because you don't need to hear that squeal because you don't resonate with that squeal. That squeal is of a frequency that is not something that you wish to carry.
Yeah,
Who carry? Carrying who? It's the ones that you don't need anymore.
yeah, right.
That's
Yeah.
so weird that it's the called the udders.
I
It
know.
sounds like I've got a wisp. Because I'm not going to say others ever again. I'm going to say, oh, it's the others. You know, when you go to some states or something and they always leave off on letter?
Yeah, mountain. Yeah, the
Yeah.
kitten.
What state says that?
That's Utah. And
Oh,
around
they.
here it's children, children instead of children.
Oh, Australians have a weird one. A lot of people try and repeat the Australian accent, but Australians, they drop off a lot of the letters. They
Yeah.
chop it up. But you go to some countries, like when I went to New Guinea, they would speak pidgin. So it's where they merge two languages
Mm.
and they speak it really fast. And you feel like you're going crazy because you can hear your language in it, but you can hear another dialect in there.
Hmm.
And I guess that's how spirit comes through.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all chopped up. And
They're
that's
just
how
trying to
when I, yeah,
convey it. Like, do you understand this? Okay, how
yeah,
about
yeah. And because it used to come through as symbols, and then they brought in language to make us a higher breed.
Right. Yeah.
Because this is what separates humans from animals.
In Boston, they pronounce R like an H, says Mia.
Oh, like I think because we love I love New Zealand's
Holla
language.
instead of holler. Holla.
I love the South Africans. They change. I love how they speak, and
Yeah.
I love our kids mimic New Zealanders. How they say our fish and chops or something.
Hawk.
Yeah. So they're just cutting off the Yeah,
It's
what
fun.
a great chat, Mila. It's
Yeah.
probably gone around in a spin now. But
It's all I just want to add this because it's always funny whenever I talk to Dr. Joe. Dr. Joe adds an R to the end of anything with an R with an A. If
what?
it's a word, so like Elser, that's like I can't do it. I
Who
can't
does
do it.
that?
It
Which
like
country does that?
that's Dr. Joe, so
Dr.
England.
Joe language.
So, but it's like the area where he's in England specifically. Like there's also like the Yorkshire accent and stuff. But like yeah, I've noticed that. And like if he when he says Mila or Pamela, that's Pamela, I can't even do it. I don't know how to make my tongue do it. It's more subtle. It's not as pronounced. But now you'll notice it. It's kind of
Yeah.
fun. And I've noticed it to be a lot of people in the England area. It's a common thing.
Well, I think it's Aussies. They speak and then they go up at the end,
Mm, hmm We call
and
that Valley Girl talk.
then there's
Like,
Valley Girl
totally. It's
talk.
so awesome. How you doing? Oh my gosh.
It's always upbeat.
Like the other day, saw this guy and he was like, hi. And I was like, oh, yak me with a spoon. And then,
But you can up and down. It's the same everywhere. I know it because like the whole of Europe could fit in Australia, and if you drive through each state in Australia, you can tell where everyone's from by the way they
yeah,
say things and the words they choose. You just go,
yeah.
oh, they're from. So anyone from down south, they call them Mexicans here. And
Oh,
because
that's funny.
I'm from down south, so I came up to Queensland and they all called me Mexican. I'm like, I'm not Mexican. I had no idea what they were calling me Mexican. And it's because of how I was ordering a pizza or, saying swimwear or something, Yeah. So we all come from everywhere.
Yeah.
We're all mixed up. Yeah, we're all from everywhere and up there, here, there, everywhere. And now just remembering the kin of it all. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really cool. It's fun. I actually did this class just because I could. Migration of language through the ages, and they actually can trace. It's easier to trace the human uh, evolution and migration through the adaptation of language. And America is known to be the melting pot. It's more like a hearty stew than a melting pot, let's be honest. But you get pockets of potatoes and pockets of carrots.
Yeah.
But like,
You got the peas, a
yeah,
few turnips.
yeah. But it's really fun because if you go to these different parts of the country, you can see where most of the people came from based on the accent of the people. That they have a different dialect. Like I can tell really easily if someone's from Utah. Like I can really tell if someone's from Washington and what part of Washington. And as we go to different areas, whatever your area is, you can pick it up. I met this awesome woman, this couple, during the eclipse window, and they came from I don't remember what country right now, but but they landed in like a New Jersey place because they had like this New Jersey accent with this other country, and I can't remember what it was, but it's so much fun. I love that. I love being able to follow a person's life by the way they speak. It's just so much fun.
Well, then, yeah, it's just, well, that's what, um, it holds a different frequency than animal by having this.
Yeah,
And this is why I'm saying it's a higher breed. And it's not that we're above animals at all. It's just that they've given us a different tool, that's all, to see what we'll do with it. It's just creation being creation.
right.
But we had to go through these viruses and parasites or ancient alien DNA, whatever you want to call them. We had to have that. We had to use them. So everyone says that they're vampires and all this, and yeah, and they have created many narcissists in humans, um, or narcissist qualities, but we are using them.
Right.
Yeah, so use them.
Yeah.
So
Use.
even when you're doing a parasite cleanse, say thank you, acknowledge them, and say, and now be off with you,
Yeah.
and then flush.
Right. And there's going to be an emotional shout before the flush.
Yeah.
Right. And we're talking literally and not literally too. Like
Yeah,
there's
because they let off a surge of they don't want to go. You're comfy, they like being in you. You're their whole world, but enough's enough. So,
right.
or you can choose to keep them because you're learning stuff from them. So there's no like right or wrong. So, and not all of them are bad.
Right.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Right. Right. And it doesn't have to be scary. It doesn't
Yeah,
have to be
it had to
overly
get this out
concerning.
of hand though. It had to become that extreme for us to wake up.
Right.
And they spoke of that, and yeah. So now, see, they're talking about chaos and apocalypse and everything coming, right? But I feel like there's
Yeah.
too many light ones or awoken ones or bright ones now, and they're not going to stand for this.
Right.
Yeah, they're just like, nope, that's
Right.
nope, we're not doing this. Nope,
And
we're not doing this.
it even says it in this. I've got so many notes about this prophecy in front of me, but it says it. It says, it says multiple times. I can't remember how many times now. Uh, that the light cannot harm a pure heart. A pure heart is a heart that's in love. Being in a place of love in your heart is the answer. There's no reason to be alarmed, though fear will reflect fear. Chaos will reflect chaos. Love will reflect love. And so it's about the resonance you're choosing to keep, is what your experience will be. That's why when you choose to shift, when you choose to be in the place of a loving heart, then it happens where everything around you is lining up with that. And that those that are interacting with you are of that nature. They're the mirror bearers of 200 that's part of that prophecy. They reflect you. That's why we've been doing life review stuff since at least July. Like really seriously, that's been one of the main ascension symptoms people are talking about. And
Yeah,
like it's reflecting the stuff about you. So they're like, "Oh, you need another pebble on this scale to kind of balance this out." It's not meant to cause you disharmony.
yeah. Well, it's a little snake wiggling it through all the little spots that the big dragon couldn't get through. So,
Right.
well, now we're coming into the four horsemen, the horsemen, and
Yeah.
that's freedom. And the horse walked us through this journey to the Industrial Revolution. This is how we are brought here through the horse. The horse was discarded, and this is why a lot of people do horse healing because we are returning the horse. The horse is also the archmela, it's the luck, it's the shoe of the horse.
Yeah, the horseshoe.
Yeah, and it's the four falcor, it's the four arcs, it's the four locks, it's the four keys, it's the soul of us, it's the retread of the horseman, and the horse year is by no coincidence after these two dragons. They've just been waiting for these cycles to come round to this, like you said, to this, and now it's here.
Yeah.
And they know it's here, the script knows it's here, Atlas knows it's here, Little
Yeah.
Hawk,
Yeah.
people we speak to know it's here. I'll go outside, some cloud will know it's here. Like,
Right.
everyone knows it's here. Everyone feels it. When no one's has a worse journey or a better journey than anyone else. You have your journey. Everyone has it. You're here. Now do it. Yeah, go out and do it. No one's more pain or less pain. Everyone has their version of what is going on. And now we just got to use it and then wake up and use it again the next day and wake up and use it again the next day.
Use.
Use the other.
Yeah, dude. You said this too. It's actually in the whale medicine cards. If you read this, the medicine cards book, you go to the whale, I know. Um, it says you are being asked to tap into the records and allow yourself to be sung to by those who have the original language. We are the only creatures who do not have our own unique cry or call. Find yours. Allow your voice to use this sound to release tension or emotion. Whale signals a time of finding your origins, of seeing your overall destiny as coded in your very DNA, and of finding the sound that will release those records. You may never be the same again. After all, you are the melody of the universe, and the harmony is the song of the other creatures. In using your voice to open your memory, you are expressing your uniqueness and your personal sound. As you open to this uniqueness, the animals that you are and that are your nine totems may may then send their sounds or calls to you through you. This will open your personal records so you may further explore your soul's history and commune with Well, who carries the history of us all.
So whale is we hail or hall of memory.
The
That's
swimming
that
library.
yeah, the swimming library. So whale is also the calling of you. So then they sing their song. And they call it the rainbow serpent or the song of the serpent, you know. It's
They
the
call it
same
the
thing.
rainbow serpent.
Rainbow serpent, yeah. In indigenous, yeah. It's the
Wow.
hues because it's the color band.
Right.
Yeah. So Maddie, gonna get another cone. Gonna get another cone.
Yeah. That's
Thank
awesome.
thanks Mila for
Thank
today.
you. This was
I
fun.
know it was a big energy day, but I just even though it was hard getting up out of bed this morning
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
brick neck. But I don't know, I feel like I've done my piece and I know that you've done your piece and we've just shared it out and you know, how do you know that we it doesn't assist? We don't know.
Oh, I'm sure it does. There's a lot. And I'm sure some of this went over people's heads for now. It's one of those weird things where I'm getting a lot of, yeah, over your heads. I'm getting a lot of emails and conversation points lately that people have watched our previous conversations 2 years ago, and it's happening now, and
Mm,
it's making sense now, and it's where they are now, and so if it doesn't really, make a lot of sense, there's nuggets meant for the now moment within it. It's just
yeah.
allowing yourself to suspend this belief in disbelief and let yourself kind of the main aspect of what's going on is it's happening now. We're
Mm,
feeling it, and the answer is love. It's always been love. All there is love.
mm,
And you know, being in the place of love and in union with spirit, spirit is love, the essence of love. You'll find that everything else will naturally flow. Yeah, ascension symptoms are going to be more intense. These 7 days, the counting already started, but we have a week of it, and so I'm expecting to see more and more solar flares over the coming days. And today, actually, I've been looking regularly, waiting for the next one because I'm expecting it to happen. Know that you're not alone. And if you do feel alone and want to join us, there is a group meeting happening today, a Zoom meeting. I do it every Wednesday. Typically, there's occasionally a time I can't. We will be starting that conversation in an hour and 18 minutes from now. So at 5 p.m. Central Time. Uh, if you want to join, there's a link in the community section of this YouTube channel. It's also in our Telegram group. I will update this after we're done streaming to include information and description and stuff that I just we are doing this to bypass the Mercury retrograde, solar flare bonanza, so we didn't have to worry about the technology difficulties. And so it just made it so I didn't have to the ability to put the description in the video previous. So
Yeah. Well, I actually feel like it was for no. I kept getting got to do it this way for no interruptions.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah,
Until yesterday, our internet was like,
yeah, yeah, same.
and it kept coming in, going, "Yeah, I know exactly how you feel." Just like,
There was a few times I
oh,
got on Facebook and it said that your internet's not working,
what?
not
Wow.
mine. It
Yeah.
says I took a screenshot and look, I'll go find it for you and send it to you again. But it said that you don't have a network, is what it said.
Yeah, and the other thing that's happened the last 7 days is they said you're suspended. And I went, yeah, I know. That's what Facebook's saying. You know, Facebook's saying your account is suspended. I go, yeah, I know. I feel suspended. Like, I agree with you, Facebook. So I said, thank you for sending this message. I haven't done anything wrong. I'm following the rules. I'm just trying to um, help people through their spiritual awakening. That's what I wrote. And I said, thanks, Facebook. And then within seconds of being kind to Facebook, after,
What?
yeah, it would turn back on. Everyone goes, oh, it's going to take, you're going to not get it back and all this sort of stuff. And I'm like, it's back. And then they turn it off again. And so I'd send them a nice message and they turn it. I thought, you know what? Instead of sending the abusive message, I'm going to do the opposite and send them a
Yeah, good
nice
idea.
message and go, you know what? I feel suspended. Thank you, Facebook, for this.
When you
Okay.
said that, the fours, Chef Deb said it's 444 on her clock, and it's 44 people watching right now.
All right. So we've had 444, a big events happen, really big here at 444, literally with our, especially with the horses. For our family and a few other families at 444 in the last 2 weeks. And as I'm understanding 444 really well, is they say you're protected by angels and you're at this 444 moment, everyone said the same thing. They normally would have gone that way, but they went that way. And it was to show that you were protected.
Mm,
It was amazing. So 444 is really good.
that's awesome. That's really
Yeah,
cool.
that's what maybe that's why I was saying the Facebook thing. Because,
Yeah.
you know, the Facebook thing, everyone's like, oh, you're going to lose everything. You're going to lose. And I was like, and everyone's sending me messages going, you're suspended. You're suspended. You said something wrong. And I was like, nope, I didn't say anything wrong. But I do feel suspended at the moment. So I really do agree with
Yeah.
Facebook. I feel like I
You need
need to ground.
suspenders.
I need to ground. So,
Yeah. It's
yeah,
crazy some of the stuff that we're having happen, but just know that we're good. Like
yeah,
just keep going. Keep
yeah.
going. Follow your path. You know that there's it's like we all have a drum inside of us
Mm-hmm.
encouraging us on,
The
and
beat of your
just listen
drum.
to the drum.
Yeah, the beat of the drum.
Mm-hmm. The
Yeah,
little drummer boy.
yeah. It's exactly what I thought of.
Yeah. This
Oh,
was so much fun. I know we don't want to stop, but we have been on for it says 2 hours, 42 minutes, and 24 seconds. That was two, four, two, and whatever. There's twos and fours.
yeah. Well, I thank you, Mila, for always sharing with me.
Thank you.
Yeah, and and just openly sharing with just such kindness all the time. So I really want to, and thank you for sharing your ascension symptoms because I hear from others and they say thank you for introducing me to Mila and yeah, because you are making a difference to people. So thank you, Mila.
Thank you. I really appreciate hearing that. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
yeah. Say
I
thanks to Maddie too.
I will. I will. She's all kinds of all over the place right
I
now.
know.
She's the puberty's begun.
Well, I'm always excited to hear the next comment from Maddie.
She actually has a notebook that she's been keeping, and it's called Code. So I'll have to send a couple of pages to you.
Yeah. Well, thank you,
It's meant
Mila.
for you. It's because of you.
Can I say one thing?
Yeah,
Maddie
please.
talks with her hands. And Mila showed me a picture of Maddie. She's always talked with her hands, but she showed me, I think it was like she'd only been born a couple of minutes.
Yeah,
And she's like doing code with her hand. She's a
yeah.
hand talker.
Yeah, it was literally like the first minute that she was born.
Yeah, and I understood what she was saying. It was like sign. It was literally sign language, but like from ancient language.
Yeah.
And whenever sometimes Mila will send through a picture of Maddie, I go, oh, she'll send through. I showed Mila back the picture of Maddie when she was only 1 minute. I say, are you getting all this? And she's like, no way.
Yeah.
But it's so amazing, right? Like,
I remember thinking to myself about her hands because like babies usually like, you
yeah, they
know,
usually
they're
clench. Yeah.
yeah, and she didn't do that. Like,
No, no, she's doing things like this. And I'm going,
yeah,
is she? That's why I'm saying the messages come through in,
yeah,
like, you could be looking down in your noodle soup and go, oh. And
yeah.
that's why that movie, it's an old movie, the Celestine Prophecy,
Mm,
because it talks about you become invisible, like Mila was talking about herself. It describes the personalities of the narcissists, and then once you understand all the different types of personalities, it all just falls away, and you stop playing that game. Just the game, it's over,
yeah, yeah,
and then everything becomes just illuminated and ultraviolet, and that's why that movie, as old as it is, it's good to watch because it sort of it helps explain it a little. Yeah,
yeah. Thank you.
yeah.
There's also the book if you can't get the movie. It's really something that a lot of people have really found a lot of code and helped in their awakening and their spiritual journey.
Yeah, I think the man who wrote it was James Reed. So is it
That's
correct?
really, really?
Because reed is a big Egyptian thing. The reed is where the lotus flower comes up through.
Yeah.
The reed is how the papyrus reed is how they made paper from the first scripts and texts and stuff.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, it's the glue. It's very yeah, it's very interesting reed. It's flute. Yeah,
Coca comes back up again.
yeah, I know. All right, Mila.
Mudras is what Jed just said, and it's right that what she was doing with her hands.
Yeah.
The mudras. You know, people do when they're in meditation, they do different
Oh
hand.
yeah, because the Hindus do the same.
Mm,
Yeah, but then you have all the Hawaiian dances and ballet,
yeah.
how they dance through language of the hand. So it can be
The
hand
Japanese
dances.
dancers, they'll do that too, and they have like,
Yeah, or the ceremony of the tea because you have to hold your hand certain
yeah,
ways to respect. And then you have today's language where you're giving someone the
yeah, kind of the opposite of what I was just doing. Give the middle
so
finger.
so you could say when you're giving someone the bird, it's the ben ben. I'm giving you the
Yeah.
ben ben.
I was just telling Maddie this story. I remember being in church and I would be doing a dinosaur. I'd be playing
You can
and my
see the
mom would get so
shadow.
mad at me and she's like, no. And I'm like, you can't have the three legs on one side and no. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna should
thanks.
get going. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Mila.
And for everybody in the audience, know that you're not alone. We got a lot of energy coming in. It's exciting and it's good, and it doesn't have to be scary, you know. So if you want to come to have a chat about it in about an hour, you'll find the Zoom link in the community section of the YouTube channel here. And I look forward to seeing all of you. Thank you, Elsa.
Bye, Mila.